Felt like a day. My name is Mighty Wereball, and welcome back to more Danganronpa 2. And now we have finally had our next murder. We've lost two more of our students. First is Hyoko, and we have a masked or a hooded apparent suicide. I'm going to assume it's a bookie, but could be somebody else. But I'm thinking it's a bookie just because of where it happened. So we're going to carry on and find out do some investigating and see if we can come to some kind of conclusion. So let's get straight into it. Ding dong, ding dong. Yes, Monokuma.
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
You're damn right it will. Ding dong, dong ding. Oh, what are you saying now?
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
I'm glad you said that twice. Two body discovery announcements in a row. That means what? Like the picture in front of you didn't speak volumes as it was. The hanged body with a hemp bag on its head. Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
What is this?
Hyoko, and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag? Could it be two victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Wait, hang on. You saw the hanged body, and Hyoko appeared afterwards, but the body alert thing, because it's supposed to be if two people find the body, the alarm goes off. Why didn't the alarm go off when Ibuki, because Hyoko must have been dead before she was taped up. Otherwise, the alarm would have gone off. Right? Unless Hyoko was the one to kill. I'm going to keep saying it's Ibuki because the hair looks like Ibuki's. Yeah. Anyway, not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why?
Yeah. What is this? Impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut up, idiot! For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes. But what about preserving the scene of the crime?
Who fucking cares about that?
There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that.
That one! Fuyuhiku ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. Roar! With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Our survey says, yep, it's a bookie. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to a bookie. Damn it! So, that was the thing. This happens all the time. When I was editing the previous video, when I seen the hanged body, and I thought, okay, that might be a bookie, and then it dawned on me that I think somebody told her to kill herself because she seemed awfully compliant in anything anybody told her to do. So somebody, I think, has told her, you're better off dead, or straight up, you should be dead, you should die. And she's just gone along with it and done it. Whether that was Hyoko or somebody else, I'm not sure yet, but we'll carry on. Damn it!
It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel. And what our fault is... Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up. The root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you.
Bringing everyone? What the hell is going on here?
Ibuki and Hyoko.
So 2 people have been killed.
Oh dear, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital.
The others. Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. They seem better all of a sudden. Nagito, Akane, are you okay? Huh? Of course.
What do you mean, of course? Are you talking about the despair disease? Geez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now.
Over?
Yeah, 'cause I got bored.
For that silly reason.
And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, the despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Was it even a thing in the first place? What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
No, who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So, let's get back to our main topic and proceed as usual. The Monokuma file. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
Again? We have to do this again?
We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these 2, then we cannot let this be.
Why do we have to do this?
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world.
But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh? That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about. Are you okay? Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about. Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. Alrighty, I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust.
It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet.
It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Then I'll leave that to you.
Then let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good.
That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those 2's sakes, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Investigation time. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while. But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so, Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Okay, there are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What the... Is this it? I already know the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Monokuma file number 3. Yep, cool. It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh?
I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk.
I agree with that.
Or
are you going to bring this up anytime soon that you watched one happen?
Or was there a reason that they had to kill 2 people?
A reason for killing 2 people?
Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so I will definitely find the truth behind this case. That's what I think.
Seriously, I'd really prefer it if she had more of a confident sounding catchphrase. You're really not going to say anything about the fact that you watched her hang herself. Alright, well, let's investigate. Can I investigate the stage? Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Blood in the soles.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right?
Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time, so I wasn't really sure who died first.
It's true, the estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know the way Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterward. I mean, when you see somebody climb up a ladder and put a noose around their neck and then they're dead the next moment, I'd say that's pretty evident that they killed themselves, but... Also, the fact that they brought up the fact that they reckon that she died first is, I think, a red herring. I think Hyoko was being killed first. Maybe she was killed first. Ibuki spotted it and basically got told, go die. And she was like, yeah, sure, why not? Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Okay, there's blood on the dance floor. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Ah, isn't that a bloodstain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Oh, I leveled up. Anything else? It's the hemp bag. Oh, yeah, look at the hemp bag then. Okay. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head. Wait, that's the hemp bag from the cinema, isn't it? It was hanging from the ceiling, but why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? A hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Okay, the noose. It's the rope that was tied to the batten lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment?
What's happened?
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue, and I might as well search another place. Geez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Well, he's obviously spotted something there. He's a sneaky hobbit, says... what is that? Candle. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Yeah, but then you've no sense of occasion, of, the dramatic flair. or any of that push. What are you saying, darling? With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop in the floor there?
Nothing dropped. It's just dirty.
Dirty.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
So drag marks.
If you look closely.
You're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Yoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it?
Hide it?
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off.
The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? What was the killer trying to hide? I suppose, okay, I think we've seen, there should still be, oh wait, there's still, do I look at the rope again? Hang on, was there anything else? Oh, curtain. There's a black curtain hanging on the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one end of the stage to the other.
It's not really a full-length curtain.
This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly.
It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket.
So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime.
Why did they need it?
Who knows?
Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Is that where Hyoko died and was dragged out front? Is that everything then? No, there's still more things. Okay, what? Oh, the control panel for the of course, the temperature. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little. Like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. Ooh, leveled up again. We done now? No, on the control panel. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the batten lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hang body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them? They didn't know how to?
I see. So you noticed too, fiend.
Huh? Noticed?
So you didn't notice? Huh, are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the button lighting above your head. Have you not noticed the aberrant item?
Look at the batten lighting? You mean that? What are we looking at? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the batten lighting.
So you finally noticed.
But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the batten lighting one more time and...
Huh, there is no need. Go, Mirage Golden Ock, jumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark divas of destruction.
A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the batten lighting to the ceiling in a flash. Okay. Choo choo. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam.
Did you see that? Behold the power of my ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen an hamster do tricks.
They're my four dark divas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form.
So what's with that paper?
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it. It appears it's nothing useful.
No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. More truths. Okay. Are we done here now? There should be still more. By Jesus, okay, what was it? We did all that. What was it over here we missed? I never spoke to Chiaki. That'll be a while. That'll be it. Oh wait, no, we did speak to her. Yeah, we know. Yes, we spoke. Yes. Very good, very interesting. Rich tapestry and all that bullshit. So who am I? Where am I? Do I check the noose again? If the rope was tied to the batten lighting on the ceiling, the bookie hanged herself with the rope and died. As far as I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope, which means it'd be hard to figure out who the killer is. Based on what Mikan said, there's no doubt it was being hanged, but I saw her hang herself, so that should already have been clear. Technically, you didn't see her hang herself. You saw her standing on the step ladder with the noose around her neck, and then you found her dead, which kind of immediately. I mean, I already said that it was obvious that she hung herself, but I'm gonna ignore that and move on. Who am I supposed to? What do I do? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. Wait, am I supposed to? Yeah, Hyoko's body. Yeah, hiding behind Jackie. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hiyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied up at the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hajime, do you have a minute?
No, you're in the way.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with.
Help.
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something.
Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she was alive, but she's dead now, you know?
Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead?
Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane.
Yo, what's up?
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to our motel room.
The key to her motel room, huh?
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier.
Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Motel room key.
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime?
Of course, that's why I'm investigating.
It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on her Hyoko's neck, don't you think?
Hide the wound on her neck?
I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? Compress. I said that weirdly. If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood.
A sea of blood? Huh. 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Thanks for that. Also, yeah, what is this broken machine? What is this bullshit down here? The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. Oh, that's the surveillance thing. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. What do you mean? Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. What makes you think it was murder?
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough.
They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then, what was that thing I saw? Are you still not going to tell anybody that you watched this happen? Okay, I suppose I should start chatting to some fools. Mikan, you're up first.
Phew, if only I noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved.
Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing?
After leaving Nagiro's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go and check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so, I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So, I quickly ran out of the hospital.
So that's what happened.
And then, I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
That is a long story. One that I refuse to tell until I am my back's up against the wall because I'm an idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning.
You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least.
What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account, okay. Who's next? Sonia! It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason we can't just leave this alone, right? We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Okay, Gundam.
Did you direct your gaze to the brave stature of my 4 dark divas of destruction?
Thanks, Gundam. Appreciate it. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well?
Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here.
Nekomaru will definitely come back.
You're right.
I'm always right. Nagito.
Hajime, this might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say? I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right?
So what?
Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope.
No.
Why?
Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
I see. That's disappointing.
You're making yourself look even more suspicious by not telling people. Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of the door. That's a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it? If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through.
I wonder if that's going to be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know.
It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charged into the door at full speed. Or full force, that too. Bam. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door.
But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
Huh?
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening?
You mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door?
The broken drumstick on the door in front of the door should be proof of that.
Then, how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this.
The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. Huh. Like he said, that might be possible, but I heard what you two were discussing. Jackie, that was a kind of cool entrance. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it? Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber. Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Jackie bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Nom. Why are you putting it in your mouth? Nom nom nom. Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And there's chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly into... Just say it's glue. Why do you have to jump through so many damn hoops for this? What are you talking about? Ptoo. Just as I thought. It tastes nasty. Jackie spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Semi-transparent glob. Okay, is there anything else? We're supposed to go to check the storage room and see if there's anything there. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. You damn right, Sonny. Okay, what we got? Oh, it's yourself. Full-length mirror. Where are we? Okay, it's quite a few. Let's look at the full-length mirror. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. Okay. Stickers. Stickers! There's lots of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. That feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted over the front and side, so they wrapped up. Her body's always been there just behind the curtain. And this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Okay, there's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. Is that everything? Apart from bugger lugs here? What are you saying, Nikito? Nikito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? No, we came in here for a fucking wank. What do you think? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want us to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well, for the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time.
Huh? What does that mean?
Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously, the movie theater.
After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight.
Movie theater?
Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I guess that's everything important in this storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Let's go. Okay, alright, with this we might be close to finished investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy reports from her. Where are you, Mikan? There you are. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything out by now? Sounds like she's laughing.
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat,
Oh, interesting.
I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat. Is that possible? Okay, now, immediately my first thing is, she knows that. Is there anybody else in this group that would know that? I feel like she's just incriminating herself there. Mikan, did you kill them? Or did you kill one and tell the other one to kill themselves?
If a body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what other order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders.
Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it.
How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like this?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation.
Hold on a sec. It's the movie that you refused to watch, isn't it? What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
You mean you've added another rule?
Well, if killing everyone but once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
If there's a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings.
Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules.
I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
I don't want to consider this a possibility at all. I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
Hey?
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
If we can only choose between one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yeah, you're right.
So what happens in that case?
What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning, 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, instead of giving you a huge hint, she made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough.
You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
Like I said, that movie.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that.
Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
I see. So you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts.
Looks like I need to do that.
And I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate.
Where do you intend to go next, Jackie?
Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I will definitely give it my all until the end. Okay then, let's go somewhere. Pow! Okay, since we ran past this first area, we're going to go inspect the hospital. Let's have a rummage. Okay, looks like we're investigating the fucking this place first. There's a paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. We've already done all this, so we're just going to ignore it. And that's just the doodad. Surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue security is destroyed, it is impossible to broadcast with this.
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. Then right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed the stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
Hold on. At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah.
You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her.
But I didn't make it in time.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer?
Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yep, no doubt. If so...
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it.
Of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out that easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there.
What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden.
She said the conference room. Why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Okay, so I think it's fairly obvious that... Well, I still... do I have to speak to Kazuichi then? Is that... I'm pretty certain that she's been told to kill herself.
Hey.
Oh, hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything.
Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little.
Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras.
So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa.
However, each surveillance camera unit manages broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal.
Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it.
You're right, you did work on that. Can I go now? Thank you. Okay, this was her room here, wasn't it? Looks like this is an open room. There shouldn't be anybody inside. I should look somewhere else. Isn't that her room? You saying it, Connie?
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win.
No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one.
Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on.
That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms.
There weren't any gowns?
Aye, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it.
Hold on. What happened to the gown you were wearing?
Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross.
Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser.
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back in the music venue. Crap, I gotta get back soon.
Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Okay, well, we'll check these rooms then. See if it looks like this is an open room. Okay, so are we not going to check the rooms that she was staying in for any clues? Looks like it's an open room. That's a bit weird. Oh well. Guess we're in the conference room then. Oh, conference room. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Don't turn it on.
Huh? Jackie, are you there?
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing.
What's fully exposed?
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out?
I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aw, bummer. Troll fail.
No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard a dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Were you surprised?
Surprised? I don't get it.
I got it.
Got what?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through. See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect.
A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, was something wrong with it?
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? That bit about being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
I just wanted to mess with you.
Yeah, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Good job, buddy. Right, let's go then. Okay, let's have a rummage around the motel room. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Maybe faster to just ask someone. Hey Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the batten lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. When we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yep, that's what happened. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, Gundam. Did you hear me? A body was found.
Body? Kia!
Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all?
Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Minomi. I see, so Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital, see? I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on, and she said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh? While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island? No, we went to the movie theatre on that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around that pillow with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is Hyoko was killed, and we did discover her body. What? Do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay, Fuyuhiko's account. Gundam.
You're here, that. Come on out.
Huh? Are you talking to me?
I can see you. Do you really think you could hide your presence like that?
I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hyoko staying in?
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear.
I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Center room. Oh, that one. No, the one that says Hyoko's room. That kind of gives it away a little bit. Card. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. Creak, it opened. Just as I thought, this key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. What depraved nonsense is going to be in here? So, Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh, did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? What do you mean? That's not what I meant to do. I'm going to do these things first before I speak to her. The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Okay, there's an emitter, but it's small and rusty. There's no way anyone could use this. Also, I see ya. Deck. Thank you. TV, I don't do that. Okay, it's Sonia, not Sophia. The moment Yoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room? She couldn't wash herself because she couldn't tie her kimono back on. Her kimono. Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she'd been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Yoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh? The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Yoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, that Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own. She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say? Yoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid, what are you saying? Of course I can do it. But because Mahiru taught me. That's why. I can do it on my own.
If that's the case, how about you do it someplace where there's a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I'm confident you'll be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health. And that was when she kicked me out. Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? Huh. I can't see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. I get the feeling that... I don't know. First I thought Hyoko was killed first, and then Ibuki spotted it, and then she was told to kill herself. Who would kill Hyoko? I mean, well, she hasn't been kind to. I've forgotten her name. It's terrible. Mikan. She hasn't been kind to Mikan, so there's a fair, obvious motive there, but motives aren't really, it could be anybody really. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. How many times are you going to say that? I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Okay then, so we'll go to this movie theatre. Alright, Bugger Lugs, what you got for me?
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see. Then you should really watch the movie first. Hey, manager. A customer's here.
Yes, did you call me? Huh? Hajime's the customer.
Do you have a problem with that?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I know you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker?
It's nothing.
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nikki too?
Stop it. But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
See, it's this one.
I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
You bought this for $1.5 million?
But in the end, he's still going to watch the movie.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me the invitation ticket.
Okay, here you go. It already says so in the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Then now go and prepare the projection wheel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep it safe.
Huh? Why?
No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm.
Monomi's invitation ticket. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. And do what? Look at this poster. It's a video game poster. That's interesting. I'm definitely gonna buy that. Alright, okay, do I speak to Nagito then?
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it too.
But even you said you should have just settled it with money to get her seeing that movie.
You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know?
Just leave me alone. I see the hemp bag's gone. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it.
Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag used for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item, and only one person can have it.
If the tote bag is gone, that means...
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is.
So the killer bought it?
Ah!
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
When you buy one bag, you get another free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Okay, more truth bullets.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like preparations are complete, so please enter the theatre right away. This is exciting, exciting.
Alright, let's go watch some films. In order to get closer to the truth of the incident, it's necessary for me to watch this movie. Wait, hang on. I did this the last time. Okay, let's go watch some films.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D that sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Okay, The Wizard of Monomi in 2.5D.
出生率より
Monokuma was... Oh wait, it's not...
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain, when he recommended that she commit suicide. The Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monomi sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people and took their pensions and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
What tour de force.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Oscar worthy. That is pure Oscar bait.
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head.
I don't even want to... No, I'm not.
Now then, let's meet again with class trial. Goodbye, bye, bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. I don't want to know about Monokuma's second head. Speak to you then.
How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction.
That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right?
Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. And the machine on the floor matches the Tin Man.
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or...
If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. More truth bullets. Lovely, lovely. Oh, ding dong, bing bong. Is it time?
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma. Yay, awesome. The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP. I'll see you soon.
Okay, it's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place. Again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims. In order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Monokuma Rock. Gang's all here. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait, where's...
Hi, jerk. Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do to Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Whoops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first. Hold on. I won't let you escape.
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die.
Why are you so excited about that?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What are you saying, fiend?
You'll find out soon enough.
Then let's go.
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with.
Yep, you're right. Roar. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, it started to freak out again. The elevator began its deep descent as usual, but nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Well, things tend to do that when they reach the end. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into that place.
Okay. My. It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
Why bother?
What?
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. Okay, and so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know that she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. And they sus as hell. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friends' sake. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. And with that, we'll leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, always keep it loud, keep it heavy, and I will see you all in the next episode.